Welcome back to another episode of Athlete POV. We're sitting down with Griffin Batt, Clemson football commit. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. We just got off another interview with a girl from UNC basketball, so pretty close to Clemson, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so one of the big things we've noticed is you're really involved with Clemson, actually playing sports with Dabo Swinney's kids. How does that go, and what's your relationship like with him?
So I grew up here in Clemson, and Coach Swinney was my baseball coach and my basketball coach growing up, and played AAU with Clay, and just grew up with Drew and Will, and it was nice. Pretty much every game I played, Coach Swinney was in the stands. So I always say that definitely helped a lot. I didn't have to send my film to Clemson. Clemson was watching my film in person.
Wow, yeah, that's very unique and rare and just super super interesting. So he basically watched you develop throughout your whole athletic career. So
Yeah,
are you guys what's your relationship like? Is it you're close to them, you can text them right now or something like that?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Clay is one of my best friends. He has been since we were really young. I see Coach Swinney, a lot.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it was an easy decision then for Clemson. How was your recruiting process?
So growing up, living here and just going to games, and that was just always my dream, was to play at Clemson. Run down the hill, rub Howard's Rock, all that. And then my recruiting process, I didn't start my freshman year on varsity. Started my sophomore year. Had an okay year. Then my junior year I had a pretty good year. Was all state, all region. It started to pick up from there. I had a lot of interest from just kind of smaller schools like the Ivy Leagues, a lot of SBCUs, and then Clemson just they offered me my preferred walk-on February 25th of last year.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a month ago. That'd be pretty cool.
No. So it was pretty much. It's just what I wanted my whole time growing up. So obviously I thought of other schools, and I was open to the idea and whatnot. But when the time came, it was I'm all in immediately, pretty much. So.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about Ivy League schools, because obviously Ivy League prestigious academically. Why was the original interest there?
So my mom went to Princeton. So that was one of the Ivy League schools. And I'm pretty sure my grandfather and then his grandfather, they all went to Princeton. So I would have been a fourth descendant to go to Princeton.
Oh, wow.
That's the joke around my house. So someone from my family definitely needs to go to Princeton to keep that bloodline going.
Yeah. I live right near Princeton. I'm in Monmouth County, New Jersey. So I was actually really relatable, because I was whoa, Princeton.
There you go. Yeah, so Princeton was pretty much the first school. And Yale and Dartmouth, they were very interested in Columbia. So, yeah, I toured a few. I go back to Princeton with my mom. We toured the college and really liked it. I don't think I'm that smart to go there, but football would have helped me out to get in, at least.
Absolutely. I would say a majority of those athletes, football obviously helps to get into those, prestigious programs like that.
Right.
But with Clemson now, so you're breaking the bloodline to go to Clemson. I mean, is that a exception because you're have a connection with the coach?
Yeah. I mean, well, we just know that. I grew up I grew up here, so we know a lot of what the program is. It didn't take long for me to figure out what the values and what the core of Clemson football really is, right? And so in the recruiting process, that was just really easy for me, knowing exactly what Clemson is. On the visits, it was, very clearly put out, hey, this is Clemson, right? And on the other visits to other schools, it was
you gotta figure everything out.
Yeah, you got to go back again and figure that out, right? So, yeah, I think the exception's made. I still get to stay near home, so my mom isn't super upset. But yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like Clemson was just the goal from the start for you. A lot of people, they make goals, but sometimes they never really finish them. So my next question, how does it feel to really just achieve a goal that's been really a lifelong path for you?
It's awesome. I was just I think I said that in my signing day speech. I was many people in life do not get exactly what they want, right? And what their goals are. I've been working since seventh grade, kind of when I realized like, oh, I could actually do this football thing. And it was like, it's been whatever 5-6 years of just grinding for this moment, and I got exactly what I wanted. So I'm very, very happy. Really just very thankful. A lot of gratitude, and God just kind of all worked it out.
Very nice. And you mentioned since like seventh grade, it's been like a constant grind. What do you think are some of like the healthiest habits you've picked up on your way to now, being a senior in high school now?
I take a lot of creatine. I work out a lot, take a lot of vitamins, sleep. I sleep a lot. My mom is actually a food nutritionist.
There you go.
Kind of growing up, it was like, I can count on like one hand the amount of times we ate at McDonald's, and it's just been cool food, lots of chicken, just all grass fed. So we're a very healthy family, but
Obviously that helps, but that's probably not the only thing. You don't get lucky just to where you are now. Obviously a lot of, hard work, dedication, and, everything just went into your whole process of, being where you are today. But now, going to now high school, you guys haven't lost a game in like 2 years, I saw. How do you manage to do that, and do you plan on continuing that at Clemson? Obviously.
I mean, obviously I plan on continuing that. That'd be pretty cool. But back-to-back state champions in South Carolina. That's pretty cool. Not many teams can say that they've even won one, let alone two. But really, really cool. Just great for the city and the town and the state of South Carolina.
Right. So now, and your high school, D.W. Daniel, that's a Clemson like hotspot. I'm realizing. Tell me about some other players that have went there, and what do you think it's going to be like playing with, I think, some of your teammates too, right? That went to high school with you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I have a lot of really my good friends that are coming to Clemson. A few of them are going to play football there, that's awesome. I mean, I already have those relationships built. I know how to play with them, know those concepts and whatnot. So that's really, really cool. But yeah, I mean, Daniel is looked at as one of the hot spots to then go to Clemson because
it's right there.
I mean, you have 3 coaches in the stands every single Friday night watching.
Yeah. So now being a walk-on, do you think like additional motivation is built up like for you? Like I think you mentioned before you could have went to another school like maybe on a full ride, but do you think Clemson being a walk-on there, do you think there's extra motivation for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. It just puts another chip on my shoulder, I think. And you just come in, you got to earn everything all over again, which you got to do if you're a scholarship guy walk on, right? But now it's like you're not seen differently, but, the stereotype around you is probably different.
Right, because Clemson, top 10 powerhouse program in the country, obviously it's different than, say, a Princeton, right, football-wise.
And you're looked at as it's not like you're expected to come in and start day one, which obviously is not going to happen for me. But that's that like thought. I'm obviously going to use that as some good motivation
to process.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. So now another big aspect of your football career, position wise, where are you looking to play at Clemson? Because I know you were a linebacker right in high school. There was like tight end switch maybe. What's the situation going forward?
Yeah. So in high school. Daniel, we didn't run a tight end. So I played some running back, didn't have a huge role in the offense, was mainly just the defensive guy.
Right.
Played linebacker, played a little DN, but yeah. Got recruited by by a lot of schools as a linebacker and then got recruited as a few as a tight end. So like App State, Duke, they were recruiting me as a tight end more. But then, Coach Swinney and Coach Elliott, who was the tight ends coach, they liked me at tight end, so that's where I'm going to go in and start there, and then I do some long snapping as well. So
right, yeah, we saw that too. So wait, you mentioned like App State and Duke. Were like Clemson, you obviously accepted the walk-on role. What were the schools that you got like offered for a full ride to that you declined?
Yeah, I actually didn't get any offers. I committed, February 25th, so that was we finished in December 5th was the state championship. February 25th I committed. So, my recruiting window, and it was over. You knew it like that. Yeah, my mom's always said, like, if you're going to commit to a school, like, you're not decommitting unless there are some very, real reasons to do that. Like, your word, your yes means yes, your no means no. It says it in the Bible. So, for me, it was like, all right, I'm all in. And this is exactly what I wanted. So, it wasn't like
a surprise.
Alabama offered me, and I'd still be going to Clemson. And some of my buddies are like, what? Like,
Wow.
what are you doing? That's just what I've wanted.
Right.
So,
No, yeah. And you got to respect, like, anybody that, say you wanted to go to Princeton, like, all out, like, and you did that. You got to respect someone who's really committed. And it says a lot about, someone's character who doesn't, switch up and change their mind.
Right.
Yeah, so now, I got a couple questions here. It's more like on the lighter side. Okay. You're going to dinner. You pick 2 people, anybody, dead or alive. Who are you going with? Where are you going? And what are you ordering?
Oh, all right. Where am I going? I'm going to go to. There's this country club right up in Walloon Lake, Michigan. That's where I'm going for dinner.
Okay.
We used to go there every single summer. My great grandmother used to have a house up there. She was 102, just passed away last year. Wow. So it's the Walloon Lake Country Club. That's where we're going. Tom Brady.
Okay.
One of them, obviously. I mean, I don't think. Yeah. And then right now, I'm going to go with Tiger Woods. I was just having a huge conversation with a few of my buddies today on who's the greatest athlete of all time. One of my buddies wanted to say Tiger is, in my opinion, it's Tom Brady.
I mean, if you're judging on wins, yeah.
Exactly. So, I'm saying Tom Brady and Tiger Woods. And what am I ordering? I have a really good lobster, so probably that.
You think lobster fits into Brady's menu?
Probably not. I mean, as long as you have the avocado ice cream on the side, I think he'll eat whatever he wants, right?
Man, being a Jets fan, I can't stand Tom Brady. But you can't deny like just how impactful he is overall,
Yeah. Yeah, so my dad grew up in Boston. So I've been we've been back. We've been to Red Sox games. I've kissed home plate at Fenway Park. Like, we are diehard Boston sports fans. So growing up, Tom Brady was just like on a different level. But yeah, our dog's name is Fenway for Fenway Park. So like, we are diehard Boston sports fans. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm a Yankees, Rangers, Knicks, Jets guy.
Oh man. Yeah, you're dead to me now.
Long suffering, but
yeah,
loyal. That's the main thing, I think, for both of us, So common quality there. Yeah. So couple other things. Favorite Netflix show? What do you got? What's on the TV?
Right now it's Seinfeld.
Classic.
Yeah. I mean, it would be The Office, but it's not on Netflix anymore.
Very
The
nice.
Office is the greatest TV show ever made, but Seinfeld is right second. So Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I just finished Shooter.
Okay.
I really like that. The series. I've seen the movie. It's the exact same, but Shooter, I mean, it was a good show. But
very nice. You got any stuff that people might not know about you, like a hidden talent or something?
I am an avid sailor.
Okay. Very nice.
I mean, we live right next to the lake. So,
right.
I mean, I'm on the lake pretty much every single day in the summer. So I'm a wakeboarder, big, skier, tube.
Jet ski?
I'm a big sailor. Yep, jet skis, everything.
Over the last summer, one of my friends, he has an RV. We went over in Jersey to LBI, one of the beaches there. Okay. Jet ski hotspot was awesome. Oh my god, yeah. It's so much fun. Yeah,
so much fun.
Definitely. Yeah. So now, we always ask this to every athlete now. On more like a serious note, if we go into like the mental health, right? Would you have any advice to anyone maybe going through a tough time that is struggling really? Maybe they're an athlete that's struggling with their mental health. What would you say to them?
It's always whatever you're in right now. It could be worse. Whatever you're going through right now, God still loves you. Jesus died on the cross for you. Whatever you've done in your past or whatever you're down with, that's why Jesus died on the cross, right? To save you and to, that's what I would say to him. I would read a lot. I read a lot of books on mental health and Persevering, Jocko Willink and David Goggins. Those are my two go-to.
Got that book right there, actually.
There you go.
What's it called?
Can't Hurt Me.
Can't Hurt Me. Yeah. It's right there.
Yeah. So they're a big training the mind guys, but I'd just say it's going to get better. You just got to put your nose on the grindstone and kind of go to work, but someone's always there for you, and Jesus is always there for you. Call on His name. So
No, I understand. That's definitely something that a lot of people go by. And it's super important for athletes like yourself, I think, to speak up about mental health because, athletes, that persona and stereotype of, like, being hard-nosed, like, no feelings. Like, it's definitely something that's not talked about enough and it's definitely super important. So, we thank you for, talking about it because it's definitely something important. And college athletes themselves, I think, are going to be the people that can really make an impact for, the change of stereotype.
I agree. Yeah, completely.
Absolutely. Last thing, always mention, who are some of your role models? Who has made Griffin into the person he is today?
Well, my parents, for one, they've always been real godly leaders around me and, brought me up my whole time on this earth, just to kind of live for Jesus and try to be like him as much as you can. A few others, like Will Raven, he was my youth Bible study leader. And, I've been with him since 8th grade, and it's just, I've had a few coaches. Coach Paul Anderson, he was my baseball coach growing up, and he just taught me how to win, how to lose, how to just handle yourself in life. I've had a lot of really, really great mentors and role models in my life. And then, like Coach Swinney, I really look up to him, and being around him and knowing him as a father and as a as a coach, he's just man, what a great man, what a great father, what a great just person in general, what a great coach. I'm so excited to go play for him.
I'm sure that you can't wait to get onto campus next fall. It sounds like you guys really have some sort of really strong connection that's already built in and can only get better throughout the next 4 years.
Right.
All right, man. We want to thank you for coming on. I appreciate your time. It's been great getting to know you, and I'm sure our audience will really eat up this episode.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, thanks for having me. This has been awesome.
Of course. All right. Thank you.